exactly does one review a book in 4 minutes? Books take a lot of time and thought and energy, and that's why discussion groups are like, oh, an hour a week for 4 weeks on one book. How do I do this in 4 minutes? Okay, it's been hard. I've literally spent days thinking about this, but I think I'm finally ready. I've decided what book I want to do and how I want to go about doing this review. So, yay, I'm ready! Not like I'm like an 8-year-old girl. That was exciting, though. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. It's an amazing book. It's from 1932. It's about 180 pages, so it's short. It might be involved in your curriculum for English class at some point in high school. I don't know. It was in mine, but I actually read it before that. I read the summer before. So there are these different classes of people, and the first half of the book is talking about their interactions with each other and with the society as it works, and basically maps out how their world is, which is, it's very different from how ours is. It's basically lacking all love and attachment and bonding. And then the second half introduces a new character who's from a world like ours, where he has a mother and a family and love and affection. And it shows the way he reacts to this society and the way that society reacts to him, and I want to let you find out the rest of it. I'm going to tell you one little itsy-bitsy anecdote from the book, but don't worry, it's from page 12, so if you ever get around to reading it, it's not really a spoiler. In the beginning, they sort of explain how the society works by having the director of the society give a tour to small children, which introduces both those children and the reader to the society, which is a brilliant way of doing it. But on page 12, you're introduced to the way they indoctrinate people so that they're happy with their cast in life and don't want anything higher or lower. There's a story about how there are children, and they're basically taught to associate children's books and flowers and other things like that maybe, you know, an alpha or a higher person in society would get. And they're taught to associate those with loud noises and electric shocks and other scary things, so that they're taught from a young age to believe that flowers are evil. And that's the story from the book. The story from my life is I took that, and the very first time I read that, I knew, oh my god, if I ever have a child, I'm performing this experiment. I want to see if it's possible to make this happen in real life. So this is one of many reasons why I'm not allowed to have children ever. I mean, this might not be your cup of tea. I mean, I love dystopian novels. I also love 1984 by George Orwell. Also good. But, they're brilliant. They are social commentaries on the way our society runs, while posing, you know, sci-fi ideas for the way, like, the apocalypse could come around, or just something that could happen in the very distant future. That would be, I mean, awful, but at the same time, who says that a world where everyone is happy and no one wants what they don't have is a bad thing? I'm sorry, I kind of view that as sort of a gorgeous idea. In other news, I tried really, really hard to decrease blood suck by giving blood, but the only day they were doing it, I had 1 hour free, and they had entirely filled up with scheduled appointments then, so we couldn't go and do it. So that was really sad. But I did get to go to a conference about interfaith work, which means working to increase understanding and decrease ignorance about, like, different religions, which is really important given that the political climate of this era is so disastrously dependent on certain people's decision to be intentionally ignorant of other religions. And if we can increase the peace in the younger generation, then maybe we have a more positive outlook on the future. Thanks for watching. Love, Roslyn. Because it's so blue, I can't really tell.